Because from here, I'm going to be showing you how to cut. You cut this, and you cut this out. You cut like this out. You cut like this out. Cut it out. And this part is not needed. This part is not needed. And this, yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, sorry, I forgot. You blend this in. So that is it. That is this basically different. So I'm going to show you how to cut this. This is the style line I'm going to be working with, so I'm free to cut it like this. If you have something else you're working with, you can just you can decide not to cut it out. When you decide on the style line you're going to be working with, you can work with any style line you want to work with. And also remember to mark this. So this is the center front, and this is the side fronts, so you don't mix it up, because when you after cutting these two cups, these two drafts here will be looking alike, so you have to mark it. You know which side is the center front and which side is the side front, so you make sure you mark it. So you just cut it out like this. I actually forgot to say this. At this point here, this is style line. There are some people that the spaces between the two cups, some people do 2 inches, but yeah, I'm working with half inch. I will add half inch for the sewing allowance. When you open it, you will get 1 inch. That's one on half inch on both sides. That's 1 inch. So I'm working with half inch here. You can decide to work with one here. When you now open it, you have 2 inches at this point. And if you don't want it like this, you can still decide to do a style line here, just depending on how you want your cut to come out. Depends on you, what you want it to be. Whether you want you want to have a sharp V, depending on what you want. So this is the yoke. So I'm just going to cut this out. Okay, so this is the first. Make sure you're not cutting into the fabric. sorry, into the paper so that your measurements will be correct. Just be sure you're cutting to the right time. This is actually the easiest way to go about your corset. We have different methods too. This one is not needed, so you take it out. So this is it. So this is your yoke. You cut it and we are going to be putting the yoke to the fabric. This is your yoke now. So this is how, let me take this out. This is how it's going to do it. So you have seen what I was talking about. So this is the side front and this is the center front. So you make sure that when you're sewing it, when you're cutting on your fabric, you keep allowance here. Half-inch allowance down. You put half-inch allowance round the cup, and right, half-inch round. At this point, make sure to add your allowance. Make sure to add your allowance to this, because this one like this doesn't have any seam allowance. Make sure you add your allowance. Make sure you remember to add your seam allowance, and make sure you add half an inch round here, round the cups. And also, if you want to now divide your cup into to make it 3, so from this line here, from this point here, you just place them together. Okay. You use a tape, a glue to gum it together. So at this point, you use your paper tape. If you want to have that 3, okay, so you just place it like this. Okay, so this is like okay, so from this center, this is the center front. You can now decide to just mark 3 inches. Here, mark 2.5 or 2.25. You just connect it. At this point,